How's it going, everyone? My name is Christopher. Welcome back to the F1 2020 My Team mode. And today we're heading to the Singapore Grand Prix. Now, obviously, judging from the scheme, you guys may realize or notice that this is the base Season 2 livery. Now, it doesn't feel that long ago since we last ran this scheme, but it's been quite a while, if you ask me, since we last ran this scheme, which was Abu Dhabi in the season finale of Season 2. We haven't ran it since then until now here in Singapore. We won the Singapore Grand Prix in this scheme last season, and can we do it again? I don't know. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. Who knows at this rate? But obviously there's some changes to it. With the added green to the PepsiCo logo, there's more green on the car. So, you know, nothing too big or anything like that. No changes to add the green on. The only green-related thing is the sponsors, and as long as that doesn't, you know, I guess, affect the livery, I guess you could say, we're all good. But we're running this game for Singapore, and then we go on to all the liveries we ran in Season 1. So that should be fun. But we're going to the Singapore Grand Prix, and the last race was, in fact, the Italian Grand Prix, and we ended up winning the Italian Grand Prix for the third straight time, and for the third and final time in this career mode. It's a pretty good way to, I guess, begin the next 5 races, because Britain and Belgium didn't really go as planned, and especially Britain, but it's alright. We ended up getting a win in Italy. Nick got back on the podium after being absent in Belgium. But now we got to watch out for him as we go into this race. So with 5 races remaining, myself, Nick, Valtteri, Lewis, and Valtteri are still mathematically in the championship hunt, with Bottas only being 4 races behind me. Hamilton is like in between 3 and 4 races behind, and Nick is like 2 races behind at this rate. So, all 3 of them are going to have to pull something out of their butt, or out of their ass, to try to do something in Singapore today. And I guess we'll just find out. But last time we went to Singapore in Season 1, we ended up winning there, and Nick got second as well. So, it was all great as well. So, yeah. Going to Singapore, a track that I didn't actually believe we'd be able to win at ever until I got the perfect setup, and we've been able to win there ever since. So, that's always great. Check out the R&D side of things, however. We did get 1 upgrade. We don't have it in. We have 1 upgrade for the ultimate rear diffuser. Now, both the rear downforce and the front downforce are ultimate upgrades, and they both will be coming in after the Singapore Grand Prix. I didn't want to rush them, so they're coming in after Singapore. It's not that big of a deal in Singapore. I got a setup that works perfectly fine with a upgraded aerodynamics or without an upgraded aerodynamics. It doesn't matter. We're just great in the corners at this track. But obviously you have all the activities laid out for you here. And, oh yeah, actually the standings, I forgot to show you that as well for the constructors. So I actually pulled away to almost, well, not almost, we're not even close to 200 points. But it seems like maybe, just maybe, we can probably win the Constructors' Championship either here in Singapore, or we can try to win it in Japan and see how that goes. I'm not 110% sure how it'll go, but as always, we'll find out here soon. So let's advance through time. Let's get all this aerodynamic stuff and get the weekly resources and running costs, which will actually benefit us. We actually got resource points from the first aerodynamics thing, and there we go. I'm trying to get the, oh, okay, more resource points. Okay, good. Shut up, Carl. So we have 1,664 resource points, and I actually want to max out the aerodynamics, which the next upgrade is only 2,075, so after practice, we'll be able to get it, but I'm not going to get it until at the end of the episode. I don't know if it'll come in. Okay, well, whenever the Singapore Grand Prix is over, I could probably get it, and it might come in after Japan, or come in right before Japan. I don't know. Map is not my strong suit. But without further ado, let's hop into this race. one more final time in Singapore, and one more final time in this livery, and let's see what we can do to try and win for the third straight time and the third final time in Singapore. That was a tongue twister, but I got it through.
Against the spectacular backdrop of the Singapore skyline, Formula One returns once again to do battle in what tends to become something of an endurance race, with the notorious sauna-like temperatures in the cockpit making for an extremely physically challenging Grand Prix. The Marina Bay Street Circuit then has 23 corners, 13 to the left and 10 to the right, taking us a total of 3.1 miles around the landmarks of downtown Singapore. An average lap speed around here, just 107 miles per hour. With the Grand Prix nearly upon us, Anthony Davidson is by my side once again to offer his perspective. Now I want to ask you about Lewis Hamilton. They need to win in order to stay in contention for the title. Anything outside of that, and their fate is no longer in their hands.
The key now will be to keep in the right mindset. We've seen time and again that things go wrong if you just try and do the minimum. Not necessarily because of the pressure, but because it's different to your usual approach. They'll need to avoid that and stay focused today.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Smith lines up on pole position and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Sainz, Vettel, Pierre Gasly and Perez, Ocon, Leclerc, Ricciardo and Valtteri Bottas, Hamilton, De Vries, Lando Norris and Russell, Kvyat, Joe, Lance Stroll and Alexander Albon, Schumacher, Magnussen, Giovinazzi and Nicholas Latifi. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out. Then let's see who can prevail today.
Well, I have no clue how Max Verstappen got second. Well, actually, no. He didn't actually qualify second. He qualified third. And because of Nick's penalty, or grid penalty, Max is now second. I don't know how it... The other thing I don't know how is how in the blue hell did the Mercedes not get a good qualifying start? Like, that's like the one thing that baffles me every single time we come to Singapore is that Mercedes is never good here. And I don't know why. At least in this career mode, Mercedes haven't been that great around here. I don't think in a single season they've been on the podium. I think it's been like different drivers besides us every single year. Or every single season. It's hard to believe, isn't it? But take a look at the race strategy. It seems like it's going to be the regular two-stopper, or your regularly scheduled program of a two-stopper. And, yeah, the personalized is not what we need. The projected is what we need, though. So, yeah, like, that's the thing, is, like, I feel like every single time we also come here, it's always a two-stop. I don't know why, it just seems that way. But we've won here in years prior. We did the same thing in Italy, obviously. I want to win here for the third and final time, and for the third straight time as well. And then we'll just go on to the next 4 races. But David Croft did say it the best way possible. Hamilton needs to win this race to stay in the championship hunt. When in actuality, it should be Bottas that needs to win this race, because if he finishes 10th, he's out of it. And I think if Hamilton actually finishes outside the top 10, he's out of it too. He needs either a podium or like 4th. I think he needs like 4th or better to stay in the championship hunt against me. Right now it's just between myself and Nick, and only 2 races separate us. So a lot could change in these next 5 races, but this is the turning point for both the Mercedes guys, and it could be the deciding factor of their championship for this season. We'll have to wait and see, but I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see on how all of this kind of goes. So let's hop out of this race, and let's see what we can do. See if we can, we have the Singapore rocket ship back, by the way, for the 3rd and final time. It's pretty fast. I'm actually going to try to bring it into F1 2021 when we get there and see how that works. But until then, we'll use this Singapore rocket ship here in F1 2020 for the final time, and we'll see how it goes. So Let's go. Also, it's a pretty good starting position for Sebastian Vettel in the Ferrari. Vettel could have a shot again in the podium this race. With how the season's gone, I would be fine with that. And Verstappen also has a shot as well. Two teams that you rarely see on the podium nowadays in this game. That's probably the fastest I've ever done that. To activate ERS and Rich Mix at the same time. Holy shit.
Great first lap. Keep it up.
That was fucking brilliant. I know we only got like a short amount of time on these set of softs. I think everyone does. And that's why I think it's a guaranteed 2-stop for this race. I think these tires will make it. Oh no. It went from oh yeah to oh no pretty goddamn quickly. So the one thing that I have noticed about this setup over the course of the 3 seasons that we've used it, and I'm pretty sure I've said this plenty of times in the past as well, this setup is really, really good for corners. Like we sacrifice corner speed, or we sacrifice straightaway speed to do better in the corners. And because this track is mainly corners, unlike a track like per se Monza, you know, we need all the power we can get, or all the turning we can get here in Singapore to get around this racetrack and not like fuck up every corner and not be able to turn in every single corner as well. And again, for a track like Monza, you mainly need like straightaway speed. And that straightaway speed can help benefit you in the long run, whilst this setup just does it immediately. Another thing I found out about this setup is like you really don't feel like you're pushing that hard. Like yeah, it may actually look like you're pushing hard, but you're not actually pushing that hard. And like right now, like I am 4 seconds ahead of Max, and that's probably because I'm pushing too hard, right? But I'm not. I'm just driving the track like in the way I normally would. And you like the only like way I'm pushing a little too hard is when I'm using like ERS and probably Rich Mix in these corners. For what reason? I don't know. But it's probably because of these corners is why it may look like you're pushing hard when in actuality you're not. You're just driving the track normally with this setup until you get to this corner. You know, you just completely let her rip. But yeah. This track is very interesting setup-wise as well.
In this lap, push now.
I'm curious to see who actually comes in with me.
We're leading our teammate by 12.7 seconds.
Because I don't think there's people that are already in at the moment. I didn't see any on the map. I think it's gonna be like, it said lap 5 through 8, so maybe some guys will pit on lap 8, maybe some guys will pit on like lap 6 or 7, I don't know. What they do is their business, not mine. Alright, here we come. Now, I've always hated this pit road because of that sign right there. It always gets me. Like, why the fuck is that sign there? Why is it not, like, towards the actual entrance of Pit fucking Road? So Ocon, Perez, Leclerc, and Hamilton stay out. Alright, my crew are on it. I know for a fact my teammate stayed out, so there's no surprise there. And Stroll's on mediums.
Up to speed now.
And he's ahead of me, wow.
Heat into those tires.
Probably gonna be a while until, well, Stroll pits. So we cycle out P17. We'll see how we do on these new set of mediumes. I realized about this track that ICE, that you can have ICE problems. Like, it can be worn out. And when you have a setup on like this, it doesn't affect it as much. Like the straight line speed or the corner speed, they don't get affected as much. Just because of how powerful this damn thing is in the corners. I mean, like, look at that. Look at that. It don't get any better than that.
Okay, good work. Great pass.
Thank you. Alright, Mick, what are you doing, buddy? Being slow on a Haas, I get it. God, I'm not driving that thing. Looks painfully slow.
Nick is coming in for his stop.
Ooh.
Gap to teammate ahead is 3.6 seconds.
Okay, well, I got around Schumacher and about a good amount of other people. I know I didn't make a comment about Nick coming down pit road, but that was because I was trying to make a ballsy move on Schumacher. And it worked, but can't keep doing that.
Okay, we've got plenty of energy. Use the overtake button and have a go.
Ooh. No, damn it. Yeah, we got enough straight line speed in this thing. There we go. And that is how you pass an Alfa Romeo. Yes, I know I cut that corner, but I did not get a time penalty for that at all. Somehow Seb got a 137.8.
Vettel has just posted the fastest lap of the race so far.
Jesus Christ. There we go. Jesus Christ, my knee! I took the fast lap back after almost slamming right into Stroll. And Bottas pitted too, by the way. Yeah, Guan Yu Zhou's on the mediums as well. And there's a McLaren leading. Look at that. I'm known for making risky moves, and I'm going to do it here with Albon.
Fuel is looking really good. You're managing it well.
And it worked. Oh boy. Okay, that works too, I'm sorry. Just move him out of the way that way, I guess. Wow. I was 2 seconds down from my fastest lap. Can you guess why?
Green flag. Green flag. We're racing again.
What the fuck happened? There goes Lance Stroll.
VSC deployed. The virtual safety car has been deployed.
Okay.
We need to keep a positive delta here. Slow down. Maintain a positive delta.
That's the second race that Stroll's DNF'd and actually brought out the virtual safety car. Because he brought out a virtual safety car in Italy as well.
Virtual safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until the green flag. VSC ending. Wait for green.
Eh. Kind of timed it perfectly. Kind of didn't. we're a little bit closer to Lando this time, however. So that's always good. Any day now, you want to go. I got into the back of you. I didn't think you'd slam on the brakes. Yep, I knew that was coming. And that's my bad, I'm sorry. Wasn't that big of a hit, but still, I'm sorry. Want to race you clean, but apparently that didn't come to fruition.
A new strategy is available on the MFD.
Oh, okay. I'll look at it when I get to the straight. I'm not through there. Sure.
Confirmed.
We can go a little bit later. Apparently I'm taking care of my tires. Again, like, that's the thing. Like, you don't think you're pushing that hard with this setup, but you're still, like, gaining time on the car behind you. That's the funny thing. And if you're just racing normally and calmly and cautiously, saving your tires quite a bit. So, keep that in mind. Oh, Lando came in. That means... Why does Sainz have a 5-second time penalty? Okay, Gasly also has a 5-second time penalty. Vettel's still third. Or Vettel's now third. He's still in podium position. I think once we make our second stop and the guys that went on a set of hards don't have to make another stop, that could ruin Verstappen and Vettel's chances of getting to podium. I have only, what, 7 laps until I pit again? I'm gonna push as much as I can to see if I can get like a 30-second lead over Verstappen by lap 20, and we should be alright. We shouldn't lose the lead. So let's just push. Okay, some guys are pitting, and I was questioning how in the blue hell did Vettel just pass Verstappen, and then I realized that Verstappen was pitting. That kind of caught me off guard. Yep, there it is. I knew Vettel was going to be pitting. So that 30-second margin is now reality. Oh boy.
We're boxing this lap. Give us the best in lap you can.
Alright. Pitting this time. And this pit stop is going to be the deciding outcome of this race. Whatever happens after this pit stop is what it's going to be from here on out. Pretty sure Leclerc and everyone else is going to be pitting. Dude, I'm so far ahead. I'm pretty sure I can still pit. I'm pretty sure I could have pit right then and there and still be in the lead. Jesus Christ. Oh, Bottas is still out here.
Nick in the pits. Nick in the pits.
So see who ends up third. Lando, okay. Anyone else, or is that it? I guess it's just Lando. Do not tell me Magnussen's gonna take a 4th fucking place. Do not tell me that that's gonna happen. Oh my god. I'm gonna be honest, I thought we would see Guan Yu Zhou in like 3rd on a set of hards. But it seems like that ain't gonna happen. I don't even know where he is at the moment. Alright, let's pit one more final time here, baby. Hell yeah. Alright, so that means Bottas definitely has to pit, and I'm pretty sure Magnussen has to pit at least one more time as well. So this is getting pretty interesting now. Oof, my butt getting a little numb.
Exit now.
From fast stop to slow stop, I get it. I get it.
Pit strategy complete. See these tires through to the end now.
Make it a bit more of a challenge, I'd see. Yep, there goes Bottas, he's in. That'll relegate Norris to second. Don't think Magnussen's gonna get up there in time. There's Vettel. So Magnussen definitely pitted. And they just downright passed Bottas. Okay. That could be it for Bottas in the championship. Nick, he's fighting Leclerc. And he got him. Hamilton got a 136.1.
Somewhere on the ICE. Be aware that we will start to see a loss of power.
I'm gonna try to beat that. Hold on. Give me 1 second here. .134.9.
Great work. That's a
Try to
new
beat that.
fastest lap of the race.
Try to beat that fastest lap, boy. I feel like Nick in qualifying too. So this is what it feels like to be Nick DeVries every week in qualifying, Except doing that ain't fun. But I get it now.
Let's use overtake and burn some of this energy.
I get why Nick is so quick in practice and qualifying. I get the reasoning. I have learned the path of my teammate, or the way of my teammate. Alright, last lap.
This is your final lap of the race.
Nothing's really happened. I've just been focusing and trying to continue to pull away, and we're over a minute ahead of Valtteri and Vettel. So, seems like Lando's going to get a podium. I don't know what happened to Max. And unfortunately, I wanted Vettel to be on the podium, but, you know, it's cool having my teammate up there as well. Just a shame that he won't be able to get to Lando and pass him, though, is the thing. We've had a pretty goddamn good race. It's been as dominant as ever here at this track. Dating all the way back to Season 1, when we were dominating at this track as well. What a ride it's been here. What a ride. Go under the bridge for the final time. Head through here. And headed for home. That's how you get it done, baby. Woo! Holy hell, my butt's sore.
You've done everything we wanted today.
Oh my god. Let's go. Nick driver of the day from P12 to a podium. Good job, man. Holy shit.
What a great race it's been then. Another classic Singapore Grand Prix, and they've held on to take the checkered flag here today. What do you think it was, Ant, that gave them the edge over the competition today?
I feel like consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
Welcome then to the podium, our top three drivers. What a great effort from them today in a very difficult race.
Well, for me it was pretty easy, but yeah, pretty difficult. Nice to see Lando back on the podium. Teammate's still on there, so that's good. So my teammate has finished in every position on the podium now. First, second, and third. He's done the same thing as me. And in one season, too. So, there you go. Well, another win in the bag, and another good points day for us as well. So, 50 seconds is the margin we beat Lando Norris by. Holy shit. So, yeah, good job for Lando on a P2, Nick P3 still. Valtteri Bottas P4, he's, I think, mathematically out now. Vettel P5, okay, that's pretty good for him. Leclerc P6, Verstappen 7th. He fell down from 3rd to 7th. I don't know what the hell happened to him. Then you got Hamilton in 8th, Ricciardo in 9th, and George Russell for Williams gets a point for the team. Goddamn. Haas is the only team that hasn't scored a point. Probably in F1 2021 when we get there. They're probably still not going to score a point. Actually, no, it's out for Romeo. Never mind. Haas has scored a point with Kevin Magnussen. Sorry. But Jesus Christ, man. Albon 18th to 11th. Ocon fell down to 12th. Kvyat up to 13th. Perez started 6th and finished 4th. Sainz started 3rd and finished 15th. Gasly started 5th and finished 16th. What the fuck? What the? Guan Yu Zhou was up in like the top 10. He did the one stop. What the fuck happened? Jesus Christ, there was only one DNF, and that was Lance Stroll again. What the hell, man? Well, I guess we can check out the standings now. So, oh wow, Hamilton is eligible to compete for the championship still. There's 4 races remaining, and he's only 1 point out from not being or 2 points out from not being in contention. He's on the cusp right now. He needs to beat both myself, or he needs to basically beat me in Japan. Holy shit. So, yeah, Bottas is out of it. There's 4 races remaining. He can't make up 115 points in the next 4 races. Even if myself and Nick and Hamilton DNF in these next 4 races, he can't win. So that's unfortunate for him. Perez stays 5th, Gasly 6th. Lando jumped up to 7th, so that's pretty cool. Sainz down to 8th, Leclerc down to 9th. Ricciardo 10th, Max Verstappen 11th. Okay. Ocon and Stroll down to 12th and 13th. Sebastian Vettel stays 16th, even with those 10 points. George Russell moves up to 18th, so now we have 4 people that still have yet to score a point. Mick Schumacher, Latifi, Gio, and Zhou. So there you have it. And I think there's still enough races for Mercedes to still catch up to us and beat us in the Constructors' Championship. If me and Nick keep going at the pace we've been going at, we're going to win this championship in no time. But we lead by 148 over Mercedes, followed by McLaren, who's now 3rd. Racing Point in 4th, AlphaTauri 5th, Renault 6th, Ferrari is still 7th, and Red Bull's still 8th. And now Williams can be added to the people, or can be added to the teams that have scored a point. 1 singular point. But good job to George, he deserved it. So, yeah, well, I don't really know what to say, but pretty good day, a good race overall, and I'll take it. It was a pretty boring race, to be honest with you, but hey, we won. I got the trophy. I get the max points day. I won the pole and I won the race. That's how we do it. That's how we fucking do it.
Great work out there today. Let's have your thoughts.
Okay.
How do you think this team will be feeling after that result?
I mean, Max could have gotten a podium and won up, but they worked really hard to get that result.
Your teammate is up on the podium today. This is a great thing for the team, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Hey. There you go.
Great. Well, that's everything.
Again, he went from 12th to 3rd. I want to point that out very quickly. So I'm now claim 19. Wow. So that's pretty cool. I'm 1 away from 20. I don't think I'll be able to get there by season's end. That's still pretty cool. Money-wise, didn't get the max points day. Nick needed to finish 2nd in order for that to happen, but it's okay. So I got 41 44. I got $4,000 in damage reduction, probably because I ran into Mick and Gio when I was trying to get around them, and they wouldn't budge. And Lando, too. So, yeah. 47.91 million. Not bad. So we actually got one of the aerodynamic upgrades in, and we got money and whatnot, so that's pretty cool. Activities, may as well just do these. Let's just make fucking Nick more OP as ever. Funded team event, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wait, it says at first there's 7. Okay, so I guess we'll do that, and then 2 days of sponsor and promotion. So there we go. And we got one of our aerodynamic upgrades in. That's pretty cool. Now let's just get this one in. It'll come in right before Japan. So hell yeah. We're gonna be flying. Holy shit. And I'm gonna spend the rest of my... Actually, I can't spend the rest of my resource points. That's a pain in the ass. Okay, well, never mind. I was actually gonna try to spend the rest of my resource points on that, but actually, I can get some breaks. Let's get some breaks in. Let's get some breaks in. Hell yeah, let's get them in. I don't think I can get anything for... I don't think I can get the quality control in time. I could, but... The diffuser and the... calipers, I think that's what it is. The diffuser and the... drag one. So the air filter. It's gonna... If I get the upgrade, it'll come in way beforehand, so there wouldn't even be a point in getting it, so... I want to thank you guys all so much for watching this video. If you guys did enjoy, leave a like, subscribe, and hit the notification down below for more. The next race will be the Japanese Grand Prix. It'll be the start of the final 4 races of the season. And right now it is a championship battle between myself, Nick, and Hamilton. Hamilton is barely in. Bottas is completely out, so he's not going to be able to try to win his second championship. Hamilton can still try to win his third championship, but I'm pretty sure no matter what he does in Japan, if me and Nick finish like second and third, he's out, because there'll be 3 races remaining. If he might be like at 90 points still, so it depends on where I finish too in Japan, and it depends on how the conditions are in Japan as well. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah, so thank you guys so much. My name is Chris from Untitled. Peace out, and I'll see you all at the Japanese Grand Prix. Take care, everyone, and goodbye.